Hello YouTube. Today on the table we have something a little bit different. This is an Allen Bradley Industrial Terminal. What this is designed for setting up automation equipment, like on assembly lines. This is what you hook up to the whatever, and this is what programs the robots and tells them what to do and when to do it and all that good stuff. I got this in the lot with all of the other vintage computer stuff minus the Magnavox. The Magnavox I got separately, but this was in with the IBM and all that other stuff. I grabbed it as a curiosity more than anything else, because it turns out, I mean, this thing's going to be honestly pretty much useless for anything other than the job it was designed to do, and it is now obsolete, and well, it has been for some time. And since it's specifically designed for automation processing and stuff like that, really not much I can do with it but take it apart. So let's open her up and see what's inside. The way this thing actually opens is it's designed to where it can be set like this, standing up, and the keyboard can be detached and set to the side, so you can bring this to a job site, set it down, hook up what you need to, and then leave with this. It's designed to be portable and taken from job to job. From what I can gather, this is was a rather expensive piece of kit. Oh. Okay. So, with the cover removed, we can see we do have a computer inside. Let's try to set this up right here. Hold on. Alright, and here it is laying flat and open. As you can see, this device definitely had some use, but other than the labels being worn, the thing itself is actually in really great shape. Now, down here we can see we have a keyboard locked and unlocked. So if we move this to the unlocked position, I can, I did it earlier. It's one-handed. Yeah. Well, either way, this keyboard pulls out. Hold on. Yeah. Just need two hands to do it. You can see that it plugs in right on the motherboard like this. I can kind of get a peek and see what's going on inside here. Not really. And some dip switches. This will tell us what those dip switches do. Doesn't help anything. Baud rate, whatever that means. We have our keyboard here with a bunch of pretty much just gibberish on it. And then we can take a look inside here and see that it has its own board inside here. So I wonder if that has an extension of the motherboard inside here. Like, do we have some memory or something like that on here? Because this can't all be for just controlling the keyboard. It's a little bit much. Now, this has a little accessory thing here where we take a look inside, and we actually have some overlays, which kind of gave me some hope. Because there's one overlay for the keyboard. Again, this is just gibberish stuff. It doesn't make any sense. But we can do a regular QWERTY style keyboard. Ish. I don't know what rub out means. But other than that, everything seems to be somewhat normal. We have couple cables here. There is a little door, so if you're going to leave the keyboard off for an extended period of time, just a snug fit. Yep, it goes in there and you can screw it on. This has even got something. I don't even know what this is in here. Allen Bradley, Cleveland, Ohio. Quality product. What's inside here? Okay, don't know what that is. We got the manual, so maybe the manual will help us figure out this thing. So let's plug it in and turn it on so I can show you that we have an issue with the screen that we need to get in there and take a look at. Seems like it might be a loose wire. Alright, we got her plugged in here. We'll take a look around back and see what we got. We have a brightness and a volume control here. A fuse of some, looks like 1 amp. As far as information goes, here is all of our technical info for those that are interested in actually looking this thing up. There is not very much data on these things, but there is some. And this kind of shows us what does what on the board. We got a BNC for video out. And then other than that, that's really it. Might as well just take this thing out. It's crumbling into nothing. Ugh, gross. Ugh, nasty. It's literally just turning into powder. To get the vacuum. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to vacuum that. Alright, we'll do that and we'll turn it on. Alright, that's much better. So, plugged in. We'll hit the power switch and see if it does anything at all. Alright, I didn't hear anything. Is there a power switch? Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. I heard a beep. I can hear a fan. There's our... Ooh. Am I smelling something? I thought I smelled some crispy. So yeah, our screen is kind of doing this weird bouncy thing here. So we get a loose wire, I think. So I think take it apart. Key top overlay. 1770K A. We want to go down. We want 12. Alright, let's take this thing apart. Really quick, taking the lid off reveals a date of October 17th, 1984. This unit is old. It's kind of where I was figuring it, middle 80s. So, yeah, kind of useless, but I don't want to trash it, you know? Let's keep looking around inside. So I had the cover off of this thing for like the last 10 minutes and I've been looking around inside, and this thing really is no joke. What's really got my interest down here, look at these. Are these what are these here? Are those capacitors? I mean, they're fucking massive. To give you an idea, let me try to set my flashlight somewhere here. This is like a pocket flashlight. I mean, this thing is bigger. It's fatter than my thumb, and I mean, they gotta be like 4 inches long. And there's 2 of them there. And check out this cap over here. 10,000 microfarads. But I mean, this thing's got quality written all over it. Check out the transformer here. Look how many different windings there are, different taps. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on one, and then you got 4 on your. This is obviously what's coming into the house or to the unit, but coming back out, it's got 6 different taps. And this thing is built to, let me try the flash. Alright, yeah, that's probably a little bit better, huh? So yeah, this thing is built to last. There's no corners cut on this unit. It's made to be used in kind of an industrial setting. Check out the little mini flyback in there. Looks like it's about the size of like a little mini chocolate donut, Hostess donut. And we got our CRT here. Yeah, I'm getting a little small whiff of like electronics. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm getting a small kind of crispy electronic smell. Anyway, let's fire this thing up with the cover off. See if we can't poke at it. And get it to the screen to cooperate. Alright, let me get something rubber to start poking at this thing with so I don't die. Alright, it's somewhat sorted itself out to the point to where I can do something with it. I was able to change it to alphanumeric mode. Let's see, we go to mode select. We'll go back to that screen. Alphanumeric is alright, so we want 12, 1, 2. This is kind of what it's giving us for options. It's tough because some of this stuff is press return to set options as displayed. Select number of option to be changed. Okay, what do we have here? Baud rate, don't know what that is. Parity, don't know. Duplex full, of course. Channel C's off. Well, that stinks. Cursor's on. Auto line feed on. Return off. For some reason, it's displaying the same thing twice. I have to see what's up with that. Okay, got it perfect. What it turns out is on the inside here, I started just like anything else. You start, let me get my flashlight going here, start poking around at stuff and see if it makes the screen change any. And when I started tapping on this board right here, this stuff started happening. So I started looking into it, and then if you can see below this little blue guy right here, this little plastic thing is a trim pot, and then below that there's another one right there, and then the blue guy itself is another trim pot. So after adjusting those, I was able to get everything to fit on screen and nice and stable. So it works perfectly. But the hell do I do with it? You know what I mean? This video's run on long enough, but what do you do with something like this? You know, I mean, it served its purpose. It's in fantastic condition. I mean, literally, I mean, seriously in fantastic condition. Again, let me get my flashlight going here. There's nothing wrong with this. That's from the factory. I don't know why, rather, but all those magnets. But, I mean, this thing is minty. Again, nothing wrong. There's barely any dust inside of it. The worst part of it is that the sticker's worn off on there. You know, do I take it apart and scrap it? I mean, this thing takes up some space. What do I put it on eBay and try to sell it? I looked on eBay and these things fetch like $300, $400, $500. Now that's what people ask for them. I don't know if they actually sell. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. And then, really quick, we'll go over everything that you got with this. Get our overlays. Get all of our overlays. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. So, you get a little command summary manual. It tells you everything you can type in and how to go through help directories, table configuration, search functions, search displays, clear memory, report, you know, a lot of stuff that, you know, is important for that. You got a sticker that says 230 volts if you were in the UK and use this equipment and use that, because this is a switchable power supply inside between 120 and 240. Extra fuse. Actual user's manual here. This goes into more detail of everything, what it does, connections. It shows you how the keyboard comes apart and your overlays and stuff like that, and how to install them. And those are the ones that we have there, plus the alphabet one that's in there now. This is kind of cool because it shows you, where was it? Later on in here, it shows you some of the equipment that it actually would connect to. Like here, it shows you the cable on the back of the unit and where it goes to the actual assembly machine. Programming front panel to do all that interaction. And then here's another good one. It shows you where this cable here will go into the big main control unit. Looks kind of dated inside there to me. Just like this computer. But yeah, nothing really of any interest. Again, we got another manual here. This is just an introduction to the unit. I think this is just general information. Again, it's all this kind of stuff that was covered in the owner's manual, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much it. You know, this adapter cable came with it that was still new in the box, wrapped up, so I don't think it was used ever. And then the one cable that was with it is this thing. It's marked 1772 TC. Same on that end. So yeah, that's the Allen Bradley industrial fucking control fucking unit. She's a beauty, but I don't know what the heck to do with it. I wish there was some way I could get a regular operating system running on this thing. I don't know, maybe I'll have to take it apart and look. but I'm afraid if I take it apart, it won't go back together right. Okay guys, that's another video. I'm still working on the Doom on that Magnavox. It's actually turning out to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. I thought it was going to be a breeze, and it turns out it's not. So I'm still working on that, but I thought I'd put this up because I've been wanting to do it for a little bit. Alright, take care, and I'll see you soon.